Today I want to show you some different polishes that I use to stamp with. First would be a regular, just a lacquer. Some of you refer to this as a regular nail polish. This is one of our brands that we carry in our store, the Gotti, G-O-T-T-I nails. We have this available in lacquer and gel polish. There are very few gel polishes that you can stamp with on the market. I'm going to show you the one that I have been successful stamping with. The others I have not, and I'm a pretty good stamper. Honey, if it don't move, I'm going to stamp it. Miss Tracy, go stamp it. So this is a white lacquer or regular nail polish. Then I have two stamping polishes. Look, these come in larger sizes too. This is a 10 milliliter. These are 5 milliliters. It just depends on which one you want. We stock everything I'm showing you. On the top, 002, that is just a plain white stamping polish. These stamping polishes are what we call hyperpigmented, which means they are very, very opaque on the nail. This white stamping polish is going to be much brighter than this white lacquer. If you're trying to stamp a snowflake and that snowflake is very washed out, you need a stamping polish, and you need a good stamping polish. Now you say, Miss Tracy, what's the difference in these two whites? One white is a sticky white. So if I stamp with this one, I would be able to add chrome powder to my stamp, foil to my stamp, whereas this one's going to dry instantly. But the one with the S in front of it is what we call a sticky stamping polish, and will stay quite tacky in order to for me to do little artsy designs with it. The last thing that I stamp with is C&D shellac. I only stock this in black and white, and that's because that's the only thing I use to stamp with if I need to stamp with a gel. Remember, I can stamp with all of these. It just depends on the art technique I'm going to do with them. I'm not going to get into a bunch of those art techniques on this video. I just want to show you the difference in the color hues of these. This one, I can already tell you, will be way washed out. I do not use this one for color purposes. I only use this one because it is 10 times stickier than a sticky stamping polish. Let's get into it. Let's get some paper towel down on our station. The plate I'm going to be using today is Clear Jelly Stamper number C14. This is called Diamonds in Ice, and this is on our website as well. Look at these pretty snowflakes. Look, even if you live in a warm climate, who wouldn't want to wear this gorgeous blue nail with these pretty white snowflakes on it? So first and foremost, we're going to stamp with the regular nail polish. Just plain old white nail polish. It doesn't have to be this brand. I'll be honest with you, this brand is pretty pigmented. You might have a brand from the Dollar Tree, maybe LA Colors or something like that. It's going to be a little bit more washed out, okay? Now this is going to dry like really fast. So you have to have everything beside of you. Your scraper, your stamper, make sure you all have that close by. And only give it a couple of scrapes, because if you scrape too much out of there, you will not be able to pick that up. And here is that snowflake with the white lacquer. It's typical lacquer will kind of hang on the sides like that because it dries so quickly. Okay, let's move ahead to white stamping polish. And any one of these are it's just absolutely gorgeous. But I think I'm going to grab this little lady right here. Now, because this is so much more pigmented, I don't need very much of that. You can see I scraped most of that off. Really beautiful. We're going to pop this lady. I want her to kind of hang off the nail, so I'm going to put part of that there. I'm going to grab this little lady right here. Again, just a tiny bit of that stamping polish. And pick up that image. And now Now this one is going to go about right here. Is because it is so pigmented. Nice. Now let's compare these two side by side. I got a little stamping polish on me there. Here's the one we stamped in the lacquer or the regular white nail polish, and here's the one we've stamped in the stamping polish. You can see that's much brighter already. Sticky stamping polish is designed to dry slower, and it has a very tacky surface to it. For our snow cream chromes, this one is mint colored sticky polish. Now I do tend to be a little bit more generous with my sticky and cover the whole thing. I need that sticky stamping polish to stay wet long enough that I can transfer this to my nail. And we're going to go in this fashion. And we're going to completely cover this with our chrome. We're not going to move it around just yet. This is kind of like setting your makeup. When that foundation is kind of dewy, you put your powder on and you let your powder stay on there just for, 30 seconds or so, whatever how long you do. And it sets that makeup so it's no longer dewy or feeling wet. If we try to move this around too quickly and the ink is not dry underneath, we'll smear and smudge that ink. But I'm sure it's dry now because it's a very quick dry. So now just dust off the excess. And let me zoom in up close because I really want you to be able to see this. That chrome only stuck to whatever we stamped in white. So now all of my little snowflakes have this pretty glistening white powder that has a little bit of a green halo to it. Okay, friends, remember early in the video when I said you would be using this not for color? I want to show you what I'm talking about. Basically, you're using this for sticky purposes. The reason you can stamp with shellac is it is a hybrid gel. It's part gel and part regular nail polish. All right, friends. I know that's tricky for you to see, but here's where the magic happens. I've cured this shellac for 60 seconds inside of my LED lamp. Now I'm going to take my nail foil. Watch what happens. Not to worry. It's not going to stick to everything. We don't want it to stick to everything. We just want little bits of this foil here and there and everywhere. And now we take our matching chrome powder brush, and whatever the foil did not stick to, the chrome powder will stick to. Up under the light just a bit. This is the nail stamped with shellac that I foiled and then used a coordinating chrome powder.